Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So we're at a bit of a close-up angle today because I'm doing an updated version of the makeup and books tag. So I'm looking very fresh-faced and I wanted to do an updated version because my previous one was like almost 2 years ago because I did it quite shortly after I started my YouTube channel. And I like to think my makeup skills have improved since then, so I wanted to do it again. I feel like now, I always used to think like just after I first started like, oh, why do people look back on their old videos and get embarrassed? But now I'm starting to get to that stage, I think. But then I just think I might as well leave them up. I don't know. So we're going to be doing the makeup and books tag today, so I'm excited to talk about some books and do my makeup. And also there is no also. I love makeup. I just love playing with it, like it's a lot of fun. I think people should kind of embrace their natural looks. Like I don't like the really heavy like cakey makeup, but like if that's your thing then that's great as well. I don't really tend to wear much makeup other than for like filming or like going out in an evening. I do occasionally like during the week wear like a bit of mascara and like eyeliner and neutral eyeshadow, but that's not every day. It's like occasionally when I can be bothered. Yeah, definitely not if it's an early start. But yeah, but I do find putting makeup on and stuff really fun, so yeah. And as you can see, my face like without any makeup on is quite red, but I think that's okay. I think we get so used to seeing so many like photoshopped and filters and everything, whereas it's perfectly normal to have like discoloration in your skin and like spots. I have loads of spots on my chin, which is really annoying. I don't know if it's because of masks or what, but anyway. So yeah, so let's just get started. So the first question is primer, and I don't normally use primer. Occasionally I do have the Glossier Future Dew, which I use sometimes, but that tends to be if I'm doing like a heavier foundation to maintain my glow. Not that I have much glow, but anyway. And then, but yeah, normally I don't, but I do have some eye cream that I'm gonna put on. And I also have some eyeshadow primer, so we'll put those on. Also, I'm going in a bit of a rogue order for my makeup because I tend to do my eyes before I do my face, like rogue order for the questions. So yeah, so the primer question is pick a book that made a lasting impression. So for this one, because I feel like I haven't talked about it in a while, I just have my little mirror here. It's actually an eyeshadow palette, but it's quite a good mirror. And it like spins. Woo. Okay. Yes, what was I saying? Oh yes, so I feel like I haven't talked about it in a while, and that is the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson, because I think about this series probably like at least once a day, because I follow loads of like Stormlight accounts and stuff, and then I don't know what that is. And yeah, memes and stuff, and I don't know, I just feel like that book just stays with me as my like favourite book, and I just think about the characters a lot, and like Kaladin's story and just everything. I just feel like it just means so much. So yeah, and then we'll just pop a tiny bit of eyeshadow primer on as well. Oh dear, oh no, I just got way too much out. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. But it's now gonna be super primed, so I don't always put this on, but it's quite nice. I think it just like helps, even if I don't necessarily want eyeshadow to last for ages, because like today I'm just filming, so it only needs to last a couple of hours, but I think it just helps the eyeshadow go on a bit better. I don't know, I'm not really an expert at makeup though, so most of the time I'm just bullshitting my way through it. Okay, so I've got loads of stuff. I want to save it because I only have a little one, because I like getting free samples of stuff. I'm gonna skip to eyebrows because that is what I like to do next. So the question for eyebrows is pick a book you think everyone should read. So I'm just gonna start by just brushing them with the little spoolie. And for this one I'm choosing The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers, because I love Becky Chambers so much. And I just think the world would be a better place if everyone read her books. I don't know what all this dandruff from my eyebrows is coming from. I think it's just dust. I hope it's just dust. Yeah. I'm not the best at doing my eyebrows. I've never like done anything to them, like had them plucked or had them threaded or had them microbladed or anything, or like plucked them myself, because I'm just scared that they would just go completely like crazy, or like they would just turn into no eyebrows. I don't know, but it does mean that sometimes they get a bit out of hand. And then I just have this Benefit eyebrow pencil. I just go. So yeah, so The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, it's just like this really cozy, wholesome, found family in space. Becky Chambers is just the best at like restoring your faith in humanity, and you just have kind of all the best feelings from it. I don't know how to describe it. It's just excellent, and I just love all the characters. I love like exploring the different kind of interspecies, because like there's various different varieties of alien and like how they sort of interact with each other. Oh, I think I've gone a bit, I've made it a bit thick there. Oh well. I tried to have a slightly light hand, but sometimes it doesn't go to plan. So the kind of plot, although it's not really got a lot of plot to be honest, the main character Rosemary, she travels to this ship, and yeah, that'll do. Travels to this ship, and there she embarks on joining the crew basically. And they go on this adventure. They get hired basically. The ship can like punch holes through the universe. You know, this is the pink honey brow thing, but I think it's meant to go like a laminated effect on your brows, but I don't really like that look, so I just tend to use it as like halfway house. I don't know. And then yeah, so they can punch holes, so they have to go on this long route to this place where they're going to punch a hole back, but actually this place is kind of on the brink of war. I don't know if it's just because I'm close up, but they look quite decent. It's hard to tell. There we go. And then just poke them down a bit. There we go. Okay, so that's brows, and now I'm going to do eyes. And I didn't even finish my synopsis of The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. So yeah, so they punch holes and then they're going this long way around, so then they end up stopping at loads of different like deep and meaningful places to the different characters. So that's kind of what it's about. And yeah, it's really good. Okay, so the next we're going to do eyes. So we're going, actually, let's do concealer first. This is such a random order. But so the question for concealer is pick a character you wish you could get rid of. So I think the character I have to choose for this one is Barrow from the Greenbone Saga, because he is just a little twat. And yes, the whole series would be better if he just did not exist. That's my opinion on that one. It's a great series, but yeah, Barry's just this little cockroach that keeps messing things up for the characters, but just doesn't seem to die. Yeah. So yeah, so I have the Glossier Stretch Concealer. That's what I'm using. I think, although I was shocked to learn, apparently, like, there's some Barrow stands out there. I don't know how you could possibly like him, but each to their own. Yeah, so then I'm just blending it in. It probably will look a bit weird with just the concealer, but I wanted to do it like under my eyes, because then I'm not like having to do it over eyeshadow. I don't know. But then I like doing eyeshadow before foundation, because then because sometimes I don't know if it's the eyeshadow I use or what, but sometimes it like gets down here and then it's good to wipe it away. So yeah, so for eyeshadow, oh yeah, I think that's enough about Bero. So yeah, so then for eyeshadow I had the Urban Decay Cherry palette. I also have the 1 and 2, which I've had since I was about probably like 15 or 14. But then I recently got this one, which I really like all the colours. They probably don't show up that well on camera, but so what are we gonna do? Oh, and the one for eyeshadow is pick a book with your favourite colours on the cover. So I think my top favourite colours, I like most colours, but my top favourites are purple and green. And so I was trying to hunt all over my bookshelves for any like books with purple and green on the cover. And the best one I think I found is Mexican Gothic, which is like a stunning cover. And it's a great book. I would highly recommend. It sort of got me a bit, it made me realise, well, yeah, it made me realise that I actually quite like Gothic horror. I always put a little bit on my like inner corner so it just brightens up the eye. Yes, and then we will go for some sparkly on my lid. I'm not very good at eyeshadow. Like, you see these really like amazing looks, but I just can't do that. I don't know. The most I can do is like, yeah, I don't know how people do it. I don't know if it's like my eye shape, because I don't think I have the most like, I don't have that big lids, and then they kind of are like folded in so you can't see them. So even if I was to put loads of colour on there, unless I like brought it up really high, you wouldn't even see it half the time. And I don't know, I'm not very good at finding like really pigmented bright makeup. Like, I like the MAC eyeshadows, but I still don't feel like they always like go completely as like bright as I want them to. I don't know. So then I just, yeah, so Mexican Gothic. So then I'm just gonna get the brush and do a slightly darker colour, like in the crease. And also just bring it down below my eyes. I only recently started doing that, but I actually really like the kind of look it gives. Like the sort of, it's almost like eyeliner, but like not quite as harsh. I don't know. I like it. So this is why I wanted to do my concealer before doing this. Oh, I've made that a bit heavy, but oh well. And then I can get a little half a cotton pad with a bit of makeup remover on, and I'll just get the mirror bag, and then you can just wipe like up any mess from what's come off. So yeah, okay, and then yeah, so I was gonna just briefly talk about the plot of Mexican Gothic. So it's basically this character called Naomi, and her cousin has recently been married off to this like mysterious like house in the middle of the mountains, and she gets some weird letters from her cousin, like, and she thinks her cousin's gone a bit crazy, so she goes to this house to investigate, and then she discovers this like quite creepy family, and there's all these like hidden legacies, and it's all very interesting. There's like a haunted house and like creepy mushrooms, and yeah, it's just really good. So then next we have eyeliner. So I'm actually gonna do this off camera because I'm really bad at, I can do it, but I just need a lot of focus and concentration. But we'll talk about the question first. So the question is, pick a dark and mysterious book. So for this I'm going to choose the First Law trilogy by Joe Abercrombie. Actually, I'm not really choosing the First Law. I'm choosing the First Law world, preferably like the Age of Madness books. Because I just feel like this is a perfect balance in the series for me of like, it's dark, it's creepy, it's grim, but it also has a kind of note of humour to it, and I really like that. Like, I don't really like books which are just completely like doom and gloom, like the world's gonna end, everything's terrible. I like sort of dark fantasy to have a note of humour to it, and I feel like those books are just great. And the First Law, the trilogy, I have sort of mixed feelings on. It's not my favourite, but I love Age of Madness. So if you like me and you like doing things out of order, just read the Age of Madness books. But if you have to do it in order, don't give up if you don't love the first trilogy. That's my advice. So now I'm gonna go and do my eyeliner. Okay, so I think I've done a decent job there. We'll see. And also for eyeliner, so I use the Maybelline like Master Precise eyeliner in like the black one, and I also have the brown one. I really like them both. They just go on so nicely, and like it's really pigmented black. So I definitely recommend. Then I have the Charlotte Tilbury like eye pencil. Don't actually know what colour this is in, but it's like a nudie eyeliner, and then I just do that on my like lower waterline. And I forgot to mention that the reason that I do my eyes first, not because I just like doing things out of order, as you'll probably know, is because I mentioned about wiping it up, but also I like to be able to like rest my pinky finger on my like cheek while I do my eyeliner. And if you've got foundation on, I don't know, it's weird, and then you have to wash your hands after. Well, I mean, I wash my hands anyway, but it just makes your hands mankier. So yeah, and I feel like this, I don't know if it really does anything, but it like brightens up your eye a bit, so why not. Okay, so then that's eyes done. Oh no, mascara. I often forget mascara. I have no idea why, so I just eyelash curler first. And the prompt for that is, oh, you can't see anything. Pick a long book. So I'm going to choose probably the most recent like long book I've read, and that's The Veiled Throne by Ken Liu. It's not the longest book I've ever read. I think that's probably like Rhythm of War or Oathbringer. I'm not quite sure which one's longer, but yeah, it's like nearly 1,000 pages, and I actually really like long books. So then for mascara, I have the Maybelline Sky High mascara. I feel like the mascara's been getting a lot of hype recently, but I don't know how much I like it, to be honest. I don't know what, yeah, I never know. I never know if it's like my eyelashes or the mascara. Who knows. But yeah, so that is a long book. I felt proud of myself when I read it. And I think I really like long books most of the time. I mean, if they're a drag, then they're a drag, but oftentimes I'm complaining that books are too short because I just like there to be like lots of world building, like getting to know the characters. I feel like longer books, they give you a bit of time to like just get to know everything, and it's not quite as like just bam 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 action. I feel like Robin Hobb's really good at that. Like her books are long, but they just go at a nice kind of steady pace. The only exception to not liking long books is certain like romance fantasies, not naming any names, but just feel like they need an editor. Like this author they've got so popular that they're just allowed to write whatever they want, and sometimes it's just like, I like long books when there's lots, like The Veiled Throne, where there's like lots to be explored and lots of different elements of the culture and things, but when it's just more like repetitive scene after repetitive scene, then that's when it needs to be a little bit condensed. So yeah, so then next we are going to do the face. So I have for foundation, it's a CC cream, but it's the It Cosmetics CC cream. This is fairly new actually, I've only used it once or twice. The pump stopped working. It's saying you've had enough. There we go. So I don't tend to like heavy foundation. I just like sort of like tinted moisturizers or CC creams, or well, this is the first one I've ever used, so I like the Glossier Skin Tint, and I like, there's a MAC, it's like MAC Sheer Radiance. I think it used to be called MAC Face and Body, which I also really like. And then I do have like a Benefit one, which is a bit heavier coverage if I want that, but I don't know, I just like, I don't know, being able to like not look super cakey, because I don't think my skin is like great for foundations. I don't know, they just always seem to look a bit funny. Like in real life they always look fine on camera, but But so yeah, and the prompt for this one is pick a favourite first book in the series. So obviously there's The Way of Kings, but I already talked about that. So I had a couple of other options. So Gideon the Ninth, I just love that book so much, and it's a great like kick-off to the series. I feel like it just sets the tone for this series so well, and just introduces you to all the characters, and like Gideon's such an iconic character. And then the other one I chose was Look in the Shadows, which is a recent book for me, and I just completely like fell in love with it. I was reading it and I'm like, I'm gonna love this series. And I don't think, from the 3 books I've read in the series so far, I don't think Look in the Shadows is my favourite book, because like I love books 2 and 3 more. But it was just like that book, and you realise when you're reading the first one, oh, this is gonna be a favourite series. So yeah, I'm just gonna go and blend it a little bit more, because I can't see the best in the small mirror. Use like a damp sponge when you're putting it on. It helps not like absorb as much of the product, because the sponge is like already absorbed all the water. So I don't know how true that is, but I'm trying it. Okay, so then next I'm gonna just use the setting spray, because I also saw somewhere that if you use setting spray before you put powder on, it makes it look nice. Well, I mean, it looks nice anyway, but it makes it look nicer. This is just the MAC Fix It Prep and Prime, but oh, maybe this is a primer spray actually. Oh no, it says setting spray. This is just a little free sample. Like, a setting spray is the kind of thing I wouldn't pay for, but I will use if I get a free sample. And this one actually smells nice. I'm a bit tempted to buy one, but I don't know how much it does really. Okay. Oh, I forgot my brush. A big fluffy powder brush, which I really like. But I've had it years. Probably needs a wash, to be honest. And then I have the Glossier Wilder. And then I'm just going to... Oh, wow, that's a lot of stuff. Normally it's really hard to get things out of that thing. Okay, then we just put it on. I'm not really the most I think my approach to makeup is my approach to a lot of things in life, just hope for the best. Like, it's okay to be a bit messy. Like baking, I never follow a recipe properly. But it's just yeah, having fun and experimenting. So yeah. Okay, well, that looks okay for now, I think. Who knows. And I didn't even do the powder question. So the powder question is, pick your favourite last book in a series. Okay, this one has to go to Assassin's Quest, because just it's the last book in the Fits in the Fall trilogy, but it's also the last book in the entire Realm of the Eldlings, and it's just like the best conclusion, and just everything comes together so perfectly, and like, you're so proud of Fitz, you're so proud of the Fool, you're so proud of Bee, and just everyone and everything, and like, it's a whole kind of tour of the entire like Realm of the Eldlings, and I don't know, I just love it so much. So yeah, it has to go to Assassin's Fate. And then next we have blush. So let me get my little blush brush together, because I have like this interchangeable brushes. And I didn't even get my blush out. I don't always wear blush, but I've started recently doing it for filming. I do think it looks quite nice. I never thought I needed it because I have really red cheeks, but I think once you put foundation on, it's nice. And this is the NARS Orgasm Blush, which I've had since I did a cheerleading competition, like, because like I never thought I would need to buy blush, but then so yeah, I bought some blush for that, and then I've had it ever since. Which maybe, I don't know, is a bit past its use by date, but oh well. Still works fine, so it's probably riddled with bacteria, but and then the blush question. Pick a book that had some cringe-worthy romance. I don't know, I feel like I'm going to choose the Love Hypothesis, which I read recently, which is not really cringe-worthy, although it is a bit cringy sometimes, the situations they get themselves in. It's just completely ridiculous. But it's like that sort of clutch your chest, like squealing to yourself type romance, which I just love so much, and I would highly recommend. It's so much fun, and especially if you're like in STEM or something sciencey, it just hits like so much harder, I feel like. Yeah, so I'd highly recommend The Love Hypothesis. And then for highlighter is a book that brightened your day. So I'm going to choose, I'm kind of choosing more like recent reads here, but the Arcane series by Lynette Noli. And I don't think I was expecting to, oh, this is the Benefit Cookie highlighter, by the way, which I really like. I've never really been that into highlighters, but this one, I don't know, I really like it. It just adds a little shimmer. I'm always a sucker for sparkly things. Yeah, so the Arcane series by Lynette Noli, and this is, I don't think I was expecting it to be like as fun as it was, and just, it's really like wholesome. It's this girl who goes to a portal to this like other realm, and there she like gets involved in a magical school, and just the, like, I don't know, she befriends these two like himbos and this other girl, and they just have the best friendship, and like it's a real focus on like friendship in the series. I feel like it's a YA series, I think, but it has so many elements of middle grade that I love. Yeah, and I just really enjoy it. I've just had the best time reading. Like, they bring a smile to my face, and they're all free on Audible Plus if you're in the UK, so you've got no excuse not to read them. And like, especially if you like magical schools and stuff, like honestly, read it. Okay, so we've done that. Oh, I've just left its actual brush out, but I just tend to use the same brush I use for the blush. Okay, then the last one is lipstick, and this is Pick Your Favourite Book Kiss. This is kind of hard. I'm just going to put some lip balm on first. I should really have done this at the beginning, but anyway, this is just the Burt's Bees lip balm. And then it's hard because I feel like I don't always like remember kisses. I don't know, I tend to like remember TV show ones more maybe. And then I just have these like little mini MAC lipsticks that I got recently. Let's find a mirror. This is a detachable mirror, so and they're very cute, and I thought I don't need full size ones, so I might as well get a set of 3 minis for like the price of one big one, because they were on sale after Christmas. So I'm not very good at lipstick either. Just sort of put it on and hope the best. And hope it doesn't get on my teeth. Yeah, so I don't know, my favourite kiss. I feel like it's not my all-time favourite, but in there's a certain kiss in Wall of Storms which I was very excited about, because it was just like, I thought I'd been queerbaiting myself, and then it turned out to be real, and I was like, ah. So that made me very excited. I was like squealing in Tammy's messages. That I was so excited about that, so yeah, we'll go for that one. I'm trying to think, I don't even know like what my like favourite book couple is. It's hard to know. Anyway, so yeah, so that's the tag. I hope you enjoyed doing this and chatting about some books and chatting about some makeup, because they're two things I both really like. Does that make sense? Yeah, I really like both those things. Yeah, and I hope you had fun, and I hope you're all having a really great day. And yeah, if you would like to do this tag, please consider yourself tagged. I would love to see your version of it. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I hope you're all having a really great day, and I will see you next time.